math, walang maiiwan. Math-sayang math-aral tayo ng Math-tuto upang ika'y umasenso. Maging matyaga, maging matalino, halina math-aral na tayo. Maging matyaga, maging matalino, halina math-aral na tayo. Halina math-aral na tayo. Halina math-aral na tayo. Halina, 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 aral na tayo.
So, magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. So, our topic for today is the definite integrals. Okay, so when we're going to evaluate the definite integrals, we need the concept of the fundamental theorem of calculus. So, given that the function f is continuous on an interval a and b, and capital F of x is the definite integral in an interval ab under the closed interval, tapos ang gagawin niya dito, ibig sabihin po is, what you're going to do here is, what we are going to find the indefinite integral of the given function. So, pag na-integrate mo na po siya, so, ibig sabihin po ito po yung integrated form or antiderivative na siya. So, from the definition of the indefinite integral, so, f of x, then dx, yung antiderivative niya is capital F of x plus c. So, ang ginawa dito is sinubstitute natin yung si b sa unang round ng capital F of x. Tapos sa a naman, ginamit naman po siya para sa second round ng capital F of x. So, after evaluating po, nag-subtract po sila. So, that's how you evaluate the definite integral. So, ito po yung main na concept kung paano kayo mag-evaluate ng definite integral. Okay, so mag-evaluate po tayo ng definite integral. So, ito po yung f of x natin. Okay? So, what are we going to do here is we're going to find the indefinite integral. So, it will become 3 over 2, then x raised to the power of 2 plus 10x. Okay, so ang mangyayari dito is we're going to assign these values. Okay, so this is the indefinite integral. Okay, so what are we going to do here is we are going to substitute po. So it will become 3 over 2, then 2 squared plus 10, then times 2. Okay, then minus, then 3 over 2, then negative 2 squared plus 10, then negative 2. So we're going to use the concepts of PEMDAS. Okay, pag sinabing 2 squared po, it will become 4. Tapos 10 times 2 will be 20. Then 3 over 2. Then negative 2 under the parentheses, then squared, it will become 4. Then 10 times negative 2, it will become negative 20. Okay, so 3 halves times 4, it will become 6. Kasi I use the cancellation in order to simplify. So parang naglo-lowest term po ako. Plus 20. Okay. Then, sa second group po, 6 minus 20. Okay, so solving inside the parentheses, it will become 26, then minus, then 6 minus 20 will become negative 14. So 26 minus negative 14 will become 40. So this is the answer for this definite integral. Okay, so how about this one po? 4 over x raised to the power of 5. So we're going to change it into negative exponent so we can be able to perform the integration process. So it will become 4, then x raised to the power of negative 5, then dx. So what are we going to do is we're going to find the antiderivative. Okay, so it will become 4, then negative 5 plus 1, then x, then negative 5 plus 1, then negative 1, then negative 3. So magsisimplify na po tayo. So 4 over negative 4, then x, yung exponent natin will be negative 4. Then we're going to copy the assigned values. So, ang ikakalabas nito ay negative x raised to the power of negative 4. Then, i-assign na natin. We're going to do the same thing all over again. Okay. However, we're going to change it to its alternate form. So, it will become negative 1 over x raised to the power of 4. Then, it will become negative 1, then negative 3. So, ang mangyayari dito is we're going to substitute. So, negative 1, then negative 1 raised to the power of 4 minus negative 1, then negative 3 raised to the power of 4. Okay. So, dito po, negative 1 under the parenthesis raised to the power of 4 will become 1. Then, negative 3 under the parenthesis raised to the power of 4, it will become 81. So, simplifying it to, so negative 1 divided by 1 will become negative 1. Then, negative times negative, it will become plus, then 1 over 81. So, simplifying po by subtracting it with the whole number. So, it will become negative 81 over 81 plus 1 over 81. So, the final answer will become negative 80 over 81. So, that is the final answer. Okay, so here, so I have suggested for this kind of equation is to use the U substitution method, because if we do not use this method, then we'll be having to simplify the x squared minus 1 then raised to the power of 2. So we need to do the FOIL method or the other methods just for it to be simplified. So I suggest a U substitution method so it will become easier. So let u equals x squared minus 1. So I'm going to label here. So this is u. Then differentiating both sides, it will become du, then 2x dx. So, yung 2x dx, mahanap na siya dito. So, substituting po, it will become negative 1, then negative 1, tapos u, then du. So, yung antiderivative ng u, it will become 1 half, then u squared. Then, i-assign na natin yung values. Then, we're going to substitute it. Okay. So, we're going to substitute it using 1 and negative 1. So, it will become 1 squared minus 1, then squared, minus negative, or let's say minus 1 half times negative 1 under the parenthesis squared minus 1. So, magsasolve na po tayo dito. So, it will become 1 half, then 1 minus 1 squared, minus 1 half, then 1 minus 1 squared. So, simplifying inside the parentheses, it will become 0 squared, then 1 half, then 0 squared. So, it will become 0 na siya, minus 0 equals 0. So, this is the answer for this definite integral. Okay, so how about this one? So, we're going to do the same way, which is u equals 2x squared plus 3. Then we're going to differentiate it, so it will become 4x dx. So, substituting po, it will become square root of u, then du, then converting into the expression with the rational exponent. So, finding the antiderivative, so it will become 1 over 1 plus 1 half, then u, then 1 plus 1 half, then 2, then 0. So, we're going to simplify it po. So, we're going to revert to its alternate form. So, now we're going to simplify po. But before that, we're going to substitute using this u. So, it will become 2/3, then 2x squared plus 3, then square root of 2x squared plus 3, then 2, then 0. So here, we're going to substitute. So it will become 2/3 times, okay, so it will become 2, then 2 squared plus 3, then 2 times 2 squared plus 3. Then what are we going to do? It will become 2 times 0 squared plus 3. Then 0 squared times 2 plus 3. Okay, so it will become 2/3. Okay, pag sinabi 2 times 2 squared, it will become 8. So 8 plus 3 will be 11, square root of 11, then minus 2/3, tapos 3, then square root of 3. So it will become 22 over 3, then square root of 11 minus, ika-cancel natin, will become 2 square root of 3. So that is the answer for this definite integral. Okay, so here we're going to do the same thing again. So it will become u equals 2x minus 11. Then we're going to differentiate. It will become 2, then dx. So we're going to substitute po. It will become du over u. So now, using the antiderivative process, so it will become ln u, then 9 over 7. So what are we going to do here is, we're going to substitute the u's. It will become 2x minus 11. Then substituting po, it will become ln, then 2 times 9 minus 11, then minus ln, then 7 times 2 minus 11. Okay, so what are we going to do here is, it will become ln, then 18 minus 11, minus ln, then 14 minus 11. Okay, so ano yung 18 minus 11? So it will become 17, or 7 pala. Okay, so it will become 7. Minus ln, then 14 minus 11 will be 3, or ln, then 7 over 3. So, ito na po yung sagot na natin for this definite integral. So, now, we're going to find the area of the region bounded by the x-axis in the given curve. Okay, so dito po, ito po yung f of x natin. So, ito po yung values para sa fundamental theorem of calculus. So, dito po, 5, yung higher, tapos 4 dito. Then, 6x squared minus 8x plus 1 dx. So, ang gagawin natin is we're going to integrate po. So, it will become 2x cubed minus 4x squared plus x. Tapos, 5, then 4. So, now we're going to simplify or substitute muna. So, 2 times 5 cubed minus 4. Tapos, i-substitute yung 5 sa bawat x. Tapos, sa second round naman po, isa-substitute yung 4 sa x. So, 2 times 4 cubed minus 4 times 4 squared plus 4. Okay, so simplifying po. So, 5 cubed will become 125. Tapos, yung 5 squared naman po, magiging 25 plus 5. Then, minus yung 4 cubed magiging 64. Then, 4 squared magiging 16 plus 4. So, simplifying po. So, multiplying po muna tayo bago mag-subtract. So, 2 times 125 will become 250. Tapos, 100 plus 5. Then, minus 128 minus 64 plus 4. So, simplifying po. So, 250 minus 100 will become 150 plus 5, it will become 155. Tapos 128 minus 64 will become 64 plus 4 will become 68. So the area of this given curve or area of the region is 87. Yun po ang area natin. Okay, so anong gagawin natin dito? So, same procedure din po. So, i-integrate na natin po si 10 secant squared x minus 9 sine 3x. So, yung boundaries niya is pi over 4, then 0. Okay, so ang gagawin natin dito is, what are we going to do is we're going to find the antiderivative. So, yung antiderivative ng secant squared x will become tangent x, 10 tangent x kasi 10 yung coefficient niya. Tapos, yung 9 sine 3x po, magiging 9 over 3. So, since i-integrate po tayo ng negative sine 3x, so it will become plus 9 over 3 cosine 3x, then pi over 4, then 0. So, simplifying po, so what are we going to do is to substitute po. So, it will become 10 tan pi over 4, then plus 3 cosine 3 pi over 4 minus 10 tangent 0 plus 3 cosine 0. Kasi 3 times 0 is equal to 0. So, ang gagawin po natin is, ano yung tangent pi over 4 natin? So, 10 times 1 plus yung 3 pi over 4 natin is 3, then square root of 2 over 2 minus 10 tan 0 is 0, kasi tangent 0 is 0. Tapos plus, yung 3 cosine 0 natin is 3. Okay, so magsisimplify po tayo. So, 10 plus 3 square root of 2 over 2 minus 3. So, 10 minus 3 will become 7 plus 3 square root of 2 over 2. So, ito na po ang area natin based sa function na to. Do not forget to subscribe the MTM channel and hit the notification bell. So, stay tuned for more videos. Happy learning, stay safe, and God bless. Have a great day.